Well, it's Sunday, April 19th. It's the night before opening day of Missouri turkey season. Just left the house. It's 6:40 right now. Got a tent packed up and sleeping bags. First time I ever really went camping and hunting other than a hog hunting trip down in Georgia one time, but I'm gonna give it a try going to a piece of public land about 30 minutes from the house. Went out there 2 or 3 nights this last week and listened in the morning for turkeys. There's a few gobbling close by, so figure I better get out there and set up a tent or something, get there before everybody else does if there's not already people camping. So I'm gonna try and video quite a bit of it and hopefully get something killed in the morning and see how we do. Brought the e-bike along, so be able to cover some ground and get something to gobble in the morning. We should be able to get halfway close to it, hopefully. So, but we'll see what happens. It's supposed to be like 30 degrees in the morning, so it's gonna get cold tonight. It's supposed to be frost, so I'm guessing the birds ain't gonna work just real good right off the get-go. So hopefully something will get to working once the sun comes up.
Boots hit the ground, camo on 4 wheels heading out of town. Thermos full, rifle clean last night. It's the first day and the time feels right. Got my tent, got my calls, got my old man's grin. It's a sacred kind of silence when the woods settle in. No service, no stress, just the breath of the trees. Me in the cold and the scent on the breeze. It's hunting season, baby, lock and load. Where the pine trees whisper what the wild ones know. We wait all year just to get this high.
Just rolling in here at the main parking lot at this area. Nobody at the top parking lot camping. Gonna cruise down here. There's another little road comes down in here in the timber. See if anybody's camping. See where they plan on going in the morning. But don't look like anybody's down here. So might have the whole place to ourselves. My whole idea of getting out here and camping was get my spot marked, but I guess there's no real competition yet. Usually there's a few people camp here every year. Is the only reason I was really worried about it, but I don't know that it's anything to be worried about now. I guess maybe the weather's got them scared away or something, but maybe there's no turkeys here. Guess we'll find out in a little bit. Get camp set up and hop on the bike and cruise down the trail and listen and see if we can't hear something fly up or maybe even gobble before they go up or gobble on the roost. So get camp set up real quick and see how the evening goes. Well, I think we're going to call this home for tonight. Little spots to start a fire and throw the tent out right here, and some old dead branches here I can bust up for a little bit of firewood. And alright, get this tent set up and get settled in for the night.
No worries, no care. Got a thermos black coffee sitting in the blind. The wind in the pines and I'm feeling just fine. The turkeys are gobbling, the sun starts to rise. This simple life's got me hypnotized. No emails, no meetings, no city buzz. Just the snap of a twig in the world as it was. I'm married to the land with
I got camp set up and actually had a couple guys roll in. Super nice guys. Talked to them for a little bit and kind of made a game plan. They're going to a couple different trails and where I'm going to roost some birds. So it's actually a little later than I normally would get in here to roost, but a bunch of deer just run off. So I'm gonna head in off this little horse trail and see if I can't hear something fly up. So I got camp set up and I was running the time lapse while I was setting up the tent and when they rolled up, so I don't know if I got it saved or if I goofed that up, but he said pretty nice guys. They're from Iowa, originally from New Jersey. One of them still lives in New Jersey. See what happens and they went different ways than what I'm going, and meet up at dark and see if there's any birds around. A little fire going. Got back from roosting turkeys and didn't hear a darn thing. Still not too worried about it. I know there's birds out there. There was last few mornings, so get some firewood gathered up and get a little fire going. And might try to find a little something to snack on before I go to bed, but other guys haven't heard from them yet, so sure they'll be back out here before too much longer. It's pretty well dark. Fire's not doing too hot. Let's head off down there to listen for turkeys, and another car rolled in, so I'd say it was probably a wise move coming in and camping tonight. Alright, well, it is 10 o'clock. Just got my tags bought. It's like every year, wait till last minute, but legal to go for the morning, so all bundled up in my sleeping bag. It is down to, remember what it was now, 36 degrees. So be a little chilly tonight, but won't be too terrible bad. Been worse, I guess. So see what morning brings, and see you in the morning. Good morning. It is right at 4 o'clock. I think I'm going to go ahead and get up and get some oatmeal or something. So I think where I'm going to end up going is going to be a pretty good hike back in. So it is a crisp 36 degrees. So gonna get up, get some warm oatmeal, and get all my stuff rounded up and ready, and probably gonna get on the bike and cruise way back in and see what we can't strike up and make happen. So it's just breaking daylight. I rode the bike back in here, probably half a mile, 3/4 of a mile. Just listening. I haven't heard anything gobble yet, but it's still plenty early. The sun's not quite peeking over. The songbirds are just now waking up, so shouldn't be too much longer. And if they have something to move in on and work with this morning. So as I started editing this, I realized I did not talk very much at all of what was going on, but this turkey was roosted quite a ways away from me. I had two that was right below me on this creek bottom, and they'd been gobbling pretty good about every time I'd call, and then this gobbler here you see in the video, like I said, he was roosted quite a ways away, and I think with him hearing me and the other two turkeys gobbling a lot, he had actually, I guess you would call limb hopped, had flew probably 300 yards. He had flew in and landed in this cottonwood tree down below me and got in between the other two gobblers and where I was sitting. So I'd say he wasn't going to put up with any kind of competition, and he was trying to get moved into the area before daylight, before everybody flew down. So he'd flew over there, like I said, landed right there in front of me, and I watched him for quite a while. And he gobbled a few times to me there, but yeah, he pitched down off that tree, just kind of dropped right in, cut the distance in half from where he's at now and to where I was. And yeah, it was all over after that. It just happened really quick. Couldn't get it on the big camera, but just figured I'd put this in there so everybody had a little bit more of an idea what's going on. That was quick. I didn't have time to turn the big camera on. The dude pitched down. Got him right there. That's it. Opening morning, first 30 minutes in. Holy moly. Still pitching off the roost. He's roosted over there, pitched down right here. About a 30 yard shot. That's how I planned on it going, I guess. Won't need all week off of work. Do it like that. I guess get him taken care of and get out of here. See if I can't get one of these other guys in on one that's here. They're from Iowa. But opening morning success is alright, but now I gotta wait another week to go hunting, so that's the worst part about it. I ain't got my gear all packed up. But yeah, the turkey was roosted down here, little creek bottom down here. Was roosted over there quite a little ways. I think it's the one that I heard this morning, and there was two of them gobbling over there. And about 20 minutes before I shot, I actually got a little bit of footage of him. He bounced from one limb to another limb. I don't know. Never really seen one do that before, but flew over and he landed in looked like a big cottonwood tree down here on this creek bottom, and he'd gobble there on that limb for quite a while. And he pitched down. I never seen him fly down. It's kind of how he got snuck up on me. Flew down pretty early. I think he flew down, drain at that big creek. I say big creek, bigger kind of ditch runs up through here. And this drainage of this between these two hills right here comes down, and I think he pitched right down there on that point. I just never seen him. Happened to look over. I was sitting on that tree up in there, and just happened to look over and seen his head bobbing around. He was standing right there when I shot him. I got 28 steps, so I guess that's what turkey hunting's about. You never know. It could be quicker than quick, or I've hunted all season before, never killed one, but last year was killed one on opening day too, so I'm gonna get him get him packed up, get my tag punched, get my gun unloaded since turkey hunting is over for me till next Monday now. So nice beard on him. I have real big spurs. I guess he's a younger bird. .12 gauge, 3.5-inch shells. That's what everybody's got to use now. Shoot, I killed this turkey with a 14. Take a little bit of time to enjoy the morning, enjoy this turkey, and big thank you to my wife for allowing me to come out and go camping like this and do what I enjoy. So if it wasn't for her, this wouldn't be possible with 2 kids at home and everything. So big thank you to her, and hopefully we can get her on one. I got a buddy from down in southern Missouri. He can get up here. Hopefully we can get him on something too. So I got a couple other pieces where I've been listening for turkeys the last few mornings. So hopefully we can get a few more down. Awesome morning out in the turkey woods, that's for sure. Kind of picture perfect. The sun coming over the treetops like that, and big hardwood timber, and gobbling turkeys. Probably a good thing I didn't try to get the bike in here any further. I don't think that would have worked out too well. I'll probably end up into a piled mess in the mud. I'm gonna get out of here, get up to the truck. I said it was like 6:14, 6:15 when I shot. So frost, a little bit of frost on yet. So I want to roll the tent up, all that, and have to set it up again at the house, let it dry. So get back, and I never ate nothing this morning, so make up some oatmeal or something real quick and eat that. Let that tent get dried off, and maybe meet up with these guys from Iowa and kind of tell them where I heard birds and everything, and try to give them a few pointers and maybe get them on something. Get out of here. It's a little walk, not too far, but across the creek and up the hill. Well, I'm headed home now. It was a pretty fun morning. Got to meet some guys from, 2 of them live in Iowa, 1 of them lives in New Jersey. They're all 3 originally from New Jersey. 2 of them guys went out together and they doubled up, and then another guy, Pat's his name, he went off another direction and he got one. I'd shot first. It was like 6:13, 6:14, 6:15 this morning, and then Pat, he'd shot like 2 or 3 minutes after me, and then them other guys, they got 2 birds to finally cooperate, and they kind of chased them across the ridge back and forth and get them to come in, and then they'd go away, and finally they got them to come into their call, and like I said, they doubled up. So pretty wild to be set up camping at a public place like that. And 2 trucks pulled in last night, and them guys hopped out, shook hands, and chit-chatted for a little bit there yesterday, and they went off and roosted some, and I did, well, the 2 guys that doubled up, they roosted birds. And but yeah, it was pretty wild though. I guess not too often you go out and meet total strangers, and then all 4 of us this morning had birds down by 8 o'clock, 4 turkeys killed. So it's pretty neat meeting them, and swapped information, got their numbers and Snapchat, Facebook, and all that good stuff. So hope to maybe put in for an Iowa tag next year and get up there and hunt with them boys up there in their neck of the woods, and maybe do something again with them in Missouri. So got another friend down south from here, so hopefully maybe he can get up here and get him on a bird this week. And if not, come rain or shine, I'm gonna get my wife out this weekend and hopefully get her on her first turkey. She hadn't even been turkey hunting yet this year, or at all in her life, so this will be her first year going. So hopefully we can get something going. But I guess this is the end of the video, so don't know how well it's going to turn out, but be what it'll be. Well, I'm sitting here editing this video, and was just got done with the first half of the camping and turkey hunting. The first turkey I killed, and got started on the second turkey that I killed. That video and footage and everything, and realized that I got no intro at all to this second hunt, which it was kind of a, I used to say, kind of a shot in the dark type hunt, because we finally got back in the fields there at work on a big family farming operation, and when it's go time, it's go time. So hunting gets pushed back to the back burner, and well, it was that Saturday, been that last Saturday of season. That evening we got done in the field, and my boss Dale, he told me, he said, hey, why don't you take an hour or two in the morning and last day go out and try to get some hunting in. So I kind of took off that morning. I drove around a few different pieces around and couldn't get nothing to gobble. I mean, drove around to a bunch of different properties and nothing was gobbling. I figured season was over for me then. Like I said, it was last day, and I really didn't have hunting on my mind 100%. Was more worried about work and getting the crops in the ground. So, but was on the way into work, and I was, after I got done listening, and was on my way in and drove by a little permission piece that I got, and hadn't really hunted it at all this year. Just seen a turkey on it once, and called the guy, asked if I could hunt it, and he said, yeah, go ahead. And so I was driving by there, and I parked my Jeep like smack dab in the middle of the road, and as soon as I got out, there was geese flying overhead, and with them honking and stuff, this turkey just hammered. And this piece isn't very big at all. It's probably, I don't know, 20-30 acres maybe, and he was on it. So I mean, it's an open field with one little ditch and fence rows around it, so hedgerows. So I knew that it was get up in there quick and try to get set up, and no time for decoys and really no time for videoing it. But so got in there, and this is it. I mean, it's pretty raw, nasty footage. It's nothing spectacular by any means, which none of this video is spectacular, but first time doing any of this. So this is it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Like I said, it's nothing fancy, but just kind of doing this for the fun of it, and hopefully help somebody else out. Maybe they can pick up an idea, or maybe they can pick up what not to do. But I don't know. I enjoy doing it, enjoy hunting, and enjoy doing this part of it too, I guess. So here it is. Okay, so I was on my way into work. It's the last day of season. I stopped off at a little permission piece I got, and there's one hammering out here, so I just ran up. Oh, yep, there he comes. I see him fanning. I just barely got set up in time. So this turkey got up on this kind of the ridge of this property here. As you can see, he kind of got hung up there for just a little bit. So I had the sun to my back, which is in his face, as you can tell, and I think that kind of helped out a lot. But I did have some cows come in behind me on the neighboring property. I had my back to the fence, and I think that kind of had him second guessing a little bit. But he kind of works back and forth on this ridge. Like you can see they're fanning, and he would gobble. Every time I'd call, he'd gobble, and he'd gobble on his own just like that there. So I didn't get too carried away with the calling because no hens around and at all that I had heard or seen. So I was pretty confident that this bird was going to come in and was going to put on a show as he's coming in. Drove around all morning looking for spots, looking for turkeys to gobble, listening. Couldn't get nothing. I was shotgun my grandpa bought me for my 12th birthday. Or not 12th birthday, when I was 12. Took me to Bass Pro, me and my grandma and him, and bought this gun, and killed my first gobbler with it, first turkey with it. Here we are with another one. I couldn't be any happier. Been a crazy spring with planting and work and everything. And like I said, this is just a permission piece I just got middle of season. So I don't know why I'm still whispering. I'm tagged out, but that's about as picture perfect as you can ask for them. Pull into a place and, oh man, I'm shaking. Pull into a place and hear one gobbling and make it happen just like that. Probably about a 30-yard shot. Running TSS and this 20 gauge. Like I said, it's a Remington 870 my grandpa bought. So pretty special to get something killed with it. Like last day of season. It is 6:28. So I have time to get this joker home and get the breast peeled out of him. Take a picture and send it to my boss. Let him know. He told me I could have off from be in by 9:30. Well, usually we start by 7. So nice bird though. Really nice bird. Nice beard. Really nice hooks on him. Beautiful turkey. And it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially my wife, my mom and grandma. One broken tail feather. I call it a success to call a turkey in this late in the season like this, and the way this year's been. We're officially tagged out for 2026. It's got to be about 11-inch beard, I'd say. 10 and a half. Old TSS done it. I'm going to step it off, I'm guessing about 30, 40 yards. So, I don't know if I got the kill on the big camera where I'm set up. There's a stinking cedar tree there, so I have to look back on the footage, but I have to call my wife real quick. She's probably not even awake yet. Texting my boss real quick. Said I hunted opening day and killed that one 613, 614, and took my wife out once and went out once with my aunt and uncle. Took them on a new piece of public that they'd never been on. But other than that, I haven't really hunted this year. Like I said, it was a wet spring. We didn't hardly get any planting done early, so we was really late getting anything done on that. But so call Haley real quick and see what. Whoops. Guessing she wasn't looking forward to a turkey for Mother's Day, but we got one. Said that cedar tree was in the way, but we made it happen. She's not going to answer her phone. Just per usual for her. No answer, but so that's some little permission piece. I don't know. It can't be maybe a little 20-acre piece, a little hayfield and some row crop on it. So I pulled in here, literally. There's the turkey. There's the Jeep down there. That was a pretty quick and simple hunt. Go down there and get my tag punched on him, get him home, get him breasted out, and keep the, I don't know if I'll keep that fan, that one feather missing, but keep the beard, and want to get a tape on them spurs. Them spurs look pretty good. They're definitely better than the first bird I killed this year, so get my tag punched, get him down there, and still be to work by 8:30. Take a picture for Snapchat. It's not a turkey if it ain't on Snapchat. Well, happy Mother's Day. I killed a turkey. Yeah, I got it all on video too. So went over to where I usually go there on Busey Hill, and there is nothing gobbling down there, and went on down the gravel road to the backside of it and nothing gobbling, and then I came over here to that other place where I just got permission through the middle of the season, and there was one gobbling on the backside of it, and it's not a very big piece. Like I said, it's, I don't know, 20-30 acres, and he was gobbling on the backside, and I was sneaking up through. I'm literally like 150 yards from the Jeep. I couldn't even get too far up in here. There's a little like bull or whatever right below this hill, and got up into the tree line and got set up, and then I was set up right on the, had my back to the fence line, and then neighbors got cows over there, and they were all coming over to me as soon as he was coming over the hill. But finally he came in. I don't know, I didn't even step it off. I think it's about a 30-yard shot. Killed it with the gun Grandpa gave me. Alright, well, I'm gonna get home and get him taken care of and get to work. So, alright, I'll be home in a little bit. Love you, bye. I'm gonna get up here by this tree and step him off, see how far it is. First, do the legal business. Still another turkey gobbling way off over the hill here. About left my other. I took his strutting decoy with me. I was gonna my Mojo scoot and shoot just in case it wasn't gonna work. I was gonna do the little sneak on him, but worked out perfect. I'm guessing it's the same turkey I'd heard over here earlier this year when I first got permission. I'm gonna say that's about 5 yards to the tree. 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. Three steps. I would say TSS is definitely worth it. Well, get him tagged. I'm getting out of here. Get back to work. Well, I made it back to the Jeep. Like I said, wasn't too far of a walk. You see my trail through the dew. Over halfway up over that hill, but get this thing loaded up, got it tagged, get home. Gonna have him, hopefully my wife helps me with the editing of all this videos, of the videoing that I've done this spring. If not, this has all been a waste, but if she does help, you're watching this. So, ain't gotta carry all on my Jeep. That's something we're gonna have to do this summer, because floorboards were dragging. He said, Dimmer, Really nice spurs, good and sharp. Pieces of henbit on his feet from walking across that field. Get home, get this taken care of, and get back to work. And probably get some measurements of his beard and spurs, and I'll add it to this, but not that that really matters. That hunt itself was the trophy. I mean, thinking season's over and then pulling into one little last piece, I went back in there one time of an evening just to listen and kind of get a lay of the land, drove past it, but never been back in there, so it was kind of not going in blind, had a halfway decent idea, but we just pulled up here along the gravel road and was actually just gonna go on to work. I just got a pair of green pants on. I was just gonna wear them, go on to work, and call it quits for the season. And you never know when it can happen. Said that thing, I pulled up here and there's actually geese flying over as we originally got him to gobble, and I wasn't 100% where he's at because there's about 10 or 15 geese all honking at once, and he gobbled up over that hill. And that's when I took the Mojo scoot and shoot with me and thought, well, give it, like I said, last ditch effort. Literally pulled off in the ditch to do this, but didn't even make it up to the field lane, but made it work. Like I said, got snuck up in there and got set up on that oak tree. Wasn't the best spot, but I was kind of running out of time. I thought he was coming in right away, but which he was. He got to the top of that ridge, and that's where he hung up for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. No, probably wasn't even 20 minutes, 15 minutes. And said there were some cows over here behind me, fence line behind me. And they were getting curious, I think, with all the commotion of me trying to get set up and turkey calling and turkey gobbling. And he finally, I thought he was a lot closer. So I think it was 52 steps or 50 yards anyway. Quite a poke for a 20 gauge, but TSS's are worth $10 a shell, but I think the ones I'm shooting is the Federals or something like that. But definitely worth it. I mean, shoot that little 20 gauge. It's actually a youth model, but it works good. And now that I know I can reach out that far, I didn't even shoot it with the TSS. I shot it with a regular turkey load. I bought a new choke for TSS, but shot it with a turkey load. I just kind of hate to blow off $10 just to shoot, but I guess it's different when you get a turkey. So we're headed home now. I'm taken care of. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's not grade A quality stuff, but first time doing any of this stuff, and actually killed a doe on film with my bow late season and never done anything with the video because it was terrible, which this is too, but good enough. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, or whatever you do, I don't know. So if you didn't like it, I guess that sucks. So have a good one. We'll see you guys. Maybe make a video this summer setting bank bulls, catching flathead, or then it'll be next deer season. So thanks for watching.